Hi, everybody, and welcome to the new Marythorpe Public Library. I'm so pleased to be doing this today, your challenge. And it is going to be a challenge because it's time I got you writing more stuff. Okay, so today I'm going to show you some pictures I tore from magazines, and I'm sure there's something floating in your mind when you look at these that you will say, oh, I don't like that, or I do like that, or oh my God, that reminds me of, or what is that all about? It can be any of those things, and you will know which picture moves you to write something. I want you to write one word first, like it, or I guess that's two words, but like, no, curious, anything. Just write one word when you see these pictures. Then you go back and you look at the one that moved you the most, and you say, okay, I'm going to put a noun there, I'm going to put a verb there, then I'm going to put an adjective, and I'm going to put an adverb, and then I'm going to turn it into a sentence, and then I'm going to write something about it, whatever that may be. Okay, so I have envelopes with these pictures in them. Well, not these pictures, but pictures in them that I've chosen. And you pop on down to the library here at the Fallen Four Memorial Building, and you will be handed an envelope, and it will have the instructions in it. So we're going to start. And first is animal. I have this one. I just thought it was so beautiful to have these horses at the wedding. Which one was the horse lover? Why did they get their picture taken with the horses? Simple as that. Fashion. Oh, that's a bizarre one for me because I'm not into fashion. But this makes me go, well, it makes me think of the word puke. Like, I don't know how come famous people can wear absolute claptrap and it's fashion. But if we wore it, it would be really stupid. So take a look at fashion. Headlines. Money talks. Oh my goodness, we can go anywhere and everywhere with that one. Money talks, because it certainly does in many situations. But you can also go to why that makes you angry. Why does money talk? Why do people get to buy their way into certain things or whatever? And this guy, oh my God, I love him. This is one of the faces. I love him. And so, how would I describe him? Besides my future husband, how would I describe him? Whatever comes to your mind first, whether it's his personality or his face. Okay? And here's another one I tore out because this one fascinates me. The face of the Queen. What was she thinking? What happened to her life? What was most important? How did she reign from here to here today? And here's all the stamps of her with different faces. But she always pretty well had the same personality. What was she thinking right here? Was she thinking of her family? Or does she look back here and say, I wish I had more time for my family? Or do you think she did a good job of raising her family? Whatever it may be. And place. Here's a place. Would you like to be on this cruise? It is the Alaskan experience. Do you want to go to Alaska? Do you think, especially now with COVID-19, of course, there's no cruises or very few. But what would you do on this cruise? Who would be with you? Where would you want to go on a cruise? And this is, there will be quotes in every one of these. And this one is the best part about being in love with someone is having them there to catch you. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but how does it relate to you? Who's the person that's caught you in your life? Or the pet that you had that caught you in your life? And this is a thing. I don't know what it is. So how would you describe it? It's something that's on the road, obviously in England by the uniforms that the people have. So how would you describe that? Pretty bizarre and pretty much a challenge to describe. And this is a thing. When are you going to win your first Oscar? Or do you think Oscars are just a piece of junk that represent people moving up in the world because maybe money talks, or maybe it's a political thing, or whatever it may be? What do the Oscars mean to you? And I go back to that fashion statement too. Those people wore those things to the Oscars because they thought they looked beautiful. I would disagree. This caught my eye because it's Christmas, but it's also the people in it. Grandma is horrified here. What's she upset about? This one seems to know everything. She's got her arms folded and she knows everything. This one may be talking about the past, and you go, oh my God, again, we hear the same old stories. And this one is a drinker. She may have wrecked the party. That's why Grandma may be this. Little boy looks like a brat. You've got a whole story here. The dog pulled down the lights. You didn't like that dog in the first place. Now it pulled down the lights. So that's the kind of thing that I want you to do today. Either use the ones that I've just shown you, or come and pick up an envelope from the library, the new library in the Fallen Four Memorial Building, and it has all these in it. It has some extras in it too. Or what you can do is you and a friend get together, or you take out a magazine. Take out a magazine, flip through it, and see what catches your eye. Hey, wait a minute. Just write down a word, then a verb and a noun, then an adjective and an adverb. Then make it a sentence. Then see if you can expand it into a story. That's your challenge for today, for this week. There's 7 things in here that I have made it on purpose. The animal, the fashion, the headline, the person or group of people, the place, the quote, and the thing. So that's on purpose. That's for 7 days. And there will be a sheet in your envelope here, and it will be 7 subjects. Start with 1 word. There'll be these instructions, these directions. When describing your people or your places or your things, please be deliberate and explicit. Describe in great detail, and you can refer to the library video of the past for developing character if you need help. You don't know what the photo is? Make it up. That's what story writing is all about. It's practice for you only. I would like to see some of these. If you want to drop them off at the library, you can put your name on them, or you can do them anonymously. I would really like to see how this went, because it's important that I know if these things are of any use to you or not. And so I will not be critiquing anything. It's yours. It's entirely up to you. So the first person to get an envelope from the library gets Jason Momoa. And you say, if you don't know who Jason Momoa is, oh dear. But he is another of my next husbands. There's Jason Momoa. First person to get to the library gets this package with Jason Momoa in it. Second one gets Tom Hanks, another my man. And the third one gets Julia Roberts and Michelle Obama, 2 people I admire greatly. And you can take any person you admire greatly and do a description. But that's your assignment for this week, and I thank you for watching this. And I invite you down to the new library, as I might have mentioned. And so have a good week, and we'll be back. Take care. Bye-bye.